Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Adriano Araujo and welcome one more time in our page Invisalign for Doctors. And for those that want to know a little bit about myself, I just put together presentations here for the master's students, residents in University of International of Catalonia. So I have a little bit about my orthodontic background. So I'm gonna share with you guys, if I found them out, here it is. A little bit about my education, and it's pretty if I can make this present works. And here we go. And you're gonna see about all this course. The main focus here it's the education, it's the knowledge, it's to share good things with you guys. It's not like a professional way how to make a presentation. So I'm gonna do this during my spare time, and but that's my city. I am from Brazil in state of São Paulo. Actually, we have a São José dos Campos is the way I have my practice, Orthognathic Studio, and also I'm a part-time faculty in UNESP, state of São Paulo University. And it's funny and cool in the same time that my orthodontic history it's like part of the real orthodontic history that what's happened the last 20 years, because all the new technologies has been introduced in the last 20 years, and of course I was learn all the things in the same time. So you're gonna see that I starting in my master program in 1996 in the University of State of São Paulo in the city of Araraquara, and I have great professors, and they are well known with to know all about biomechanics, and we have here a few professors together and with my master class, and that's one of the reason that's why we have like a good knowledge and with making research and treating cases with the segmented arch technique. Dr. Burston has been visited our program for a few times, and also Dr. Melson and later and the Michael Marcotte, and anyways, I remember to see so many, Dr. Rohit, Sachdeva, so all the good guys, and has been helping and sharing knowledge with our program. So that's where I learned really well and how to treat and plan my cases. And my experience with orthodontic surgery, I would say start with my master thesis, because I decided to study the relapse with double jaw surgery. So my tutor was Dr. Mario Gabrielli. He's a great reference in Brazil, and that's the picture during my master. Anyway, that's where I learned a lot about orthodontic surgery, and of course it runs in my blood, runs in the family, the orthodontic surgery. So my brother is a oral surgeon, my dad is a oral surgeon. So I spent 1 year like I would say like a freshman resident and in the oral surgery program. So I spent 1 year just seeing and working as an oral surgeon residency. Anyway, so I learned a lot about that, and that's we put together some book about this. Anyways, in 2000 we decided that I need to learn more about orthopedics and how to treat children, and I decided to follow some fellas that and some professor that has been in Baylor, actually in Dallas, in the Baylor Dentistry School, College of Dentistry. So we spent some time there and performed some research on this Center of Craniofacial Research and Diagnosis. That's the picture. So my time in Dallas was basically to learn how to make like a high level research, and we have great researchers there, like Dr. Bouchen was my tutor, and we were doing some research and transversal anterior posterior treatments with orthopedic appliances with anyway I learned a lot how to be I would say research, but in the same times a lot of things was happening in orthodontics field and in the clinic field around the year 2000 and 2002. So that's with Dr. Gandini. We were giving the biomechanics, by the way, courses for the resident that year there. And like I said, some of the new technology with Dr. Sachdeva was heading the oral metrics, so the SureSmile Learning Center, and everything was happening there. And for coincidence too, Dr. Alexander has even today the best straight wire system technique. So we have a lot of I had a great opportunity with Moody and Cliff and Dr. Wick to learn and to get all the experience about straight wire system. And Dr. Larry Wolford, of course, is a great reference in the world, and he was in Baylor as well. And that here's Dr. Behrens, and he was the chairman at that time with Dr. Bushang, my tutor. So that's my going away party. So I got that. So it was a great time. So we spent, we learned a lot about during this PhD time. And Peter Bushang was a great tutor, and the way I think today and the way I see the other orthodontics has a lot of there is a lot of about Dr. Bushang, and he's an anthropologist, so I don't need to talk more about them. You just type in Peter Hans Bushang and then PubMed, you're gonna see like hundreds of publications. So he's the man talking about the research in orthodontics. So a few moments that in Philadelphia when we were in the AO meeting and we just had presentations about the relapse and orthognathic surgery. So with the self-ligated brackets, like I said, in 2002, I was kind of a counselor, and I worked with class 1 orthodontics. So we tried some appliances, and that time that we have the carrier system and all the distalized, so it was a great time together when I got to learn a lot more about self-ligated. So I have like a early contact with the self-ligated treatments, and so I have been testing so different meaning like brackets, so I got a lot of knowledge with this. But in the same time, in 2003 and the beginning of this decade, I would say the 3D lingual technique has the headquarters in Dallas as well, and the eye braces, I'm sure a lot of people remember. So I have been in the second users meeting that was in Gaylor Hotel, and as just a few orthodontists that I'm working with this technique, and anyway, so that's it's really even today, if you want to run like a type of office that I have with like invisible appliances, that's really important to have. And with the time you're gonna see that I have been using less and less like lingual technique and work a lot more with Invisalign. That it's not like a big secret, that it's not just me. I think with a lot of other orthodontists that's happening the same thing. And I have been lecturing the American Lingual Orthodontic Association in Washington, and also in some other symposium that we had in Dallas, by the way, like probably 10 years after that I have been studying there. And so I have the Power to Reason, just about the lingual technique. So I have great name, great guys. Cliff Alexander was the leader that time during this event. So I have been involved with invisible orthodontics for a while, and even the clear aligners during my PhD, I got I got a chance to be certified in 2002, but I really started to use, like I said, I have my 10 years gap using the 3D lingual technique, but in 2013 I start to see with the different eyes, and I started to invest a lot more in clear aligners. And I got like to the leaders of change. That's the meeting just happened like last month here in Barcelona, in Europe. So the Invisalign Summit. So we see that today in Invisalign we can treat every single case. So there is a lot more what to learn, and I'm putting together my protocol here on the internet, so you guys can follow. So that's the beginning. I have my own course we call the Intelligent Orthodontic System. And for those that who doesn't know, that São Paulo had the first the first Invisalign training center, and it's a place that you can go anytime and any day. Of course, you need to set up your appointment first, but they have courses all about Invisalign, and so it's a great place. And I have my personal course there. So if you guys from South America or anywhere decided to keep studying and to know how I put together this in-cloud orthodontist to run remotely, and how to use the best of the clean check, and how to run smoothly Invisalign inside your own office, that's the place to be. Or the orthodontist course I invite, like the Brazilians probably all know, and usually we have this course 3 times a year. And of course my dental studio office concept, and that's my website. You can visit orthoi.com.br, but I have a kind of boutique office with a small place with a high productivity and really efficient, and we see usually like around 30 patients per chair. Of course I have just one chair, but and we charge a little bit more than average. And so anyway, we put all together, and with Invisalign and also a remote system that we put together, I can run my office remotely. Like now I'm here in Spain, living in Spain, and can run remotely my office. And of course you're going to learn more here in these channels, and how you can put your office in the cloud and take all advantage of this new technology we have nowadays. And Invisalign is like the main tool for all that. And after 20 years, of course, some of my concepts, not just my office, but my life concept, my lifestyle change. And I'm here more in this bottom guy here, unsuccessful man that it's so walking and with no car, and that's what I decided to do here in Barcelona. So I don't have car, I just use the public transportation. I'm walking. If you see from outside, you think this guy is a loser, but that's the new concept of successful. So it depends in where you want to be and what time you want to be, and I'm sure that you perfectly can be a successful man. So that's the new things. Like here we have this channel, I'm investing a lot in the online course, so that you can visit inset.com.br, so but insete.com.br. so we have some courses online there, and family, just to know a little bit fast. Mama, this is my daughter, I have 8 years old, Gianna, and Benjamin always has like some wild little guy after to chase after, like my angel little girl, and that's Stephanie, and my wife. So I have a Brazilian family, and also I have a Texas family, and that's my brother. We are Brazilians, we love soccer. Palmeiras is the best soccer team in Brazil. We have been and 10 times national champion. We have the best stadium. Anyways, I don't need to say a lot more about the Palmeiras, but it's a great experience. If you have one stadium and one game to watch in Brazil, that's the place, the Allianz Parque in São Paulo. So you need to go. It's a great experience. And anyway, and life is about change. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's beautiful, but most of the time it's both. So we are all here to talk about changing, and you need to keep your mind open, because from now on you're gonna see a lot of different things in this channel, and I want you to be prepared and for this new orthodontic. It's coming soon now for the new century. And to end this conversation, I was invited to teach and perform some research in the University Internacional de Catalunya in España, and the name is Week, and it has my new family here with the fellows and the first, second, third year residents. I'm back there, And we have, of course, on my right side, Dr. Andrew Pugdoller, and he's the chairman, and we are having great time. And the orthodontist today is just to finish these first presentations about myself. That's the picture I want to finish, that if you keep doing exactly what you're doing, make sure, I'm sure that you are going the wrong directions. And if you don't have digital plan in your mind, if you are not working with the Invisalign or clear aligners, and if you're not preparing your office to run remotely, and if you are working every single day, doesn't matter how much money you make. So the orthodontics, it's a great area, and it's changing a lot. Just depend on you how much you want to change, if you want to live on the last century or if you want to live in the new century. So I invite you to keep in touch here, and you're gonna see weekly new videos that I'm gonna share, all not just my knowledge, but some friends I'm gonna invite to share what we have the best in orthodontics, and of course with Invisalign, and how we are gonna, the Invisalign, if you are get prepared, can change a lot the way you do orthodontics, how you do orthodontics, where you do orthodontics. And so that's what we have been doing the last 2 years. So let's keep in touch here. Welcome one more time to the Invisalign for Doctor channel.